My Spotify is glitching. There we go. There we go. Okay, so that should be good. There. I'm going to start this, share my music. There we go. Awesome. Welcome. Here we are in embodied life, learning how to embody life. And sometimes the storms of life, in their attempts to purify, recalibrate, cleanse, restore the energy, the balance in the atmosphere. Sometimes it feels like we take the beating. And yes, the beatings of life, the storms of life. Let's talk about the I in the storm. Not the EYEI, but the I, the me, in the middle of the storm. The times when it feels like nature is against us, God is against us, the universe is opposed to us. And, that can feel so true, can feel so real. And that's exactly what we're learning in embodied life, to recognize that when we're witnessing a storm seemingly opposing us, coming against us, is to stay in that moment with awareness, to observe that what might feel like a red alert, high alert in the moment is also going to pass. It's going to pass. And many of us have been beaten down. Some of us for a long time. And this awareness that we are beginning to tune into more and more often, not just in our community, but really around the world, this awareness of our being creator, one with the creator, one with source, one with God, this awareness that is awakening within so many of us seems to simultaneously give us peace as well as a butt kicking, as the latent energies in our subconscious begin to be awakened by desire, by love, by the truth. These latent energies begin to create some kind of scenario to show where our patterns are, our belief systems are, to show us where perhaps our ancestors got stuck. And, we're in this age where we are blessed to know, to understand these things, to understand these quantum entanglements. But many of you know that I walk the line, the boundaries between light and shadow intentionally. Sometimes with a lot of trepidation. But in embodied life, we support one another beautifully. And Janine and I have decided that we are no longer charging a membership to be a part of embodied life. We do meet regularly on Saturdays in the Secret Garden to do breath work, but we also meet 4 times a month, 3 or 4 times a month, sometimes 5, I guess, depending on how many Wednesdays there are in a month, just for about an hour. And then we also have an end of the month online retreat. And we've decided to completely let down our structures, our human understanding of what business is, because this isn't a business. This isn't a church. It's a unity of souls seeking to embody their flesh bodies in love, in the name of love, being rooted and grounded in love, with utmost respect to others' free wills. And as we learn to navigate our relationships with one another, we learn what it means to be love. We remember source, we remember unity, we remember community, we remember fearlessness, we remember the one. And the invitation is now open to anyone who feels that they resonate with us to please join us and bring your presence. Invest in us as we will invest in you. We take the time to get to know you. We get the opportunity to gaze into your timelines with love. Look at your records, look at your blueprints with love, and that is the light. And together we become life-giving spirits, because we know it says in the Bible, in him was life, and that life is the light of all mankind. And that light, although sometimes it feels like the shadowy parts of us get called out, is always framed in love to the best of our ability. Always framed in love to the best of our ability. And if you feel like you could use support in that kind of way, we would welcome you to please join us. Because really what we can do is kind of hover around you and keep the storm calm to the best of our capacity. And we're learning how to walk on the water. And we would love to have you join us. So the invitation is open. Please just email hello@bornagainbreathwork.com, or find either Janine and myself. Maybe put a message in this Embodied Life channel, or just reach out. God will make a way. So today we're going to be talking about the storms of life, and we'll be breathing and maybe tapping and really seeing one another with eyes of love. And you're welcome to join us. Thank you for listening. Thank you